Hey yo, good morning, Troublemaker here, Insanity Family. I'm just here to give you like a WrestleMania 30 review. Yeah, it's really early in the morning. Alright, so guys, it's gonna be a little noisy because I'm doing this in a mall. But yeah, I just have to talk about it while it's on my mind, quick time, you know what I mean? So first of all, walking into the card, I thought it was gonna be really sucky because it was like 7 matches, and I'm used to, WrestleMania usually sometimes have like 10 matches or more, like with a lot more variety, a lot more superstars. It sort of pissed me off that the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match got taken off the main card. But the second that WrestleMania started, it started off with a bang. Hulk Hogan came out, The Rock, Stone Cold. Hulk Hogan did perfect. Calling it like the Silver Dome and the Super Dome. It was just, his speech was priceless, man. And then, that Stone Cold and The Rock back it up, that was fresh. A lot of people thought John Cena was going to come out at the exact same time, and he didn't, though. That's probably going to be for another maybe like 10 years. WrestleMania 40 or WrestleMania, or maybe 30 years, WrestleMania 60. John Cena will probably come out then. And they'll probably have 2 other superstars that will solidify their name as some of the biggest stars of WWE. And it was really funny, too, because he was like, the WWE network, like he wants to say WWF, Hulk Hogan, but nah, it's WWE now. So, yeah, man, I predicted that Triple H and Daniel Bryan would have the opening match on the main fact that they sort of had to recover after, for the main event, like whoever won. Kudos to Daniel Bryan for winning the opening match, opening contest. And I'm not surprised that Triple H, beat the holy hell out of him after. Triple H is the game, and he has his methods, he has his ways, and when he's back in that ring, taking a loss might hurt, or, it will always hurt. So he just does what he does. And he, that assault on Daniel Bryan, it's just to, it's probably just to drive Daniel Bryan even more, come back from hell and persevere on top. What else, man? What was the second match? Okay, I can't really keep track of the matches in full order right now because my mind's running a blank. But, oh yeah, the second match, you know why? Because I couldn't remember because it was so short. It was the Shield versus the New Age Outlaws and Kane. I feel really sorry for the Shield because they tried so hard. I mean, my bad. They looked so pumped, and just to have their match sort of like, they looked like they were ready to fight a whole army. How pumped they were, and their match lasted like, I don't even know, man, 5 minutes or less. They just went in there and they slaughtered Kane and the New Age Outlaws. That was expected too, man. Those 3 goons, Kane and New Age Outlaws, man, like they're not ready for the Shield, man. Give the Shield some real competition, Give them back the Wyatts. Give them Ryback and Brock Lesnar or Batista. I don't know. Give them the 3 guys that was in the main event. That'd be sick. What else do we got? We had this Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I am so proud that we, the people, Antonio Cesaro, bang. I'm so proud that guy actually came out on top with the victory, man, because I believe in the real Americans. And I only found out at the end of the night that they actually broke up. And Antonio gave Jack Swagger the big swing. So I don't really know who Zeb Culture went with, but if he went with Jack, then that means we're probably going to hear about Jack Swagger's America again, and I'm down with that, And I've been an Antonio Cesaro fan since he first burst on the scene, so I'm down with both of them, even if they do a little rivalry, and I hope Antonio Cesaro gets a championship match for winning the Andre the Giant trophy. And then we had, I believe, my favorite match of the night, John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Oh man, I got goosebumps. It was my favorite scene of this match, guys, even though my homie Bray Wyatt lost, was when Bray was like in the middle of the ring, and he was like, "Finish me, John. Finish me," because he went outside, handed John Cena a chair, and he was like, "Finish me, John." And then you had the whole crowd just like dancing and singing along to, I believe, the Wyatt theme song. And plus, let me just give a shout out to all the insane cool entrances they had. The Wyatt family had a sick entrance. Triple H had a sick entrance. You know, Randy Orton had a sick entrance. Shout out, yo. All those entrances were solid gold, fucking fresh. I made a little joke. I said they probably got a bunch of different people and a bunch of different bands to perform instead of bringing Eminem to perform. Well, whatever. But yeah, that was my favorite scene. You know, everyone was a winner to me. Everyone won in that match. That was the most entertaining match of the night, in my opinion. Unfortunately, my homie Bray Wyatt lost, but I'm a Cena fan too, so good job, John Cena. This rivalry is not over. You will follow the buzzards. Next, we're moving on to the Undertaker Brock Lesnar match. I was so shocked, guys, that freaking Undertaker lost, just like everyone else. But yo, I didn't even realize he lost, because when he lost, the whole theater went like, because I was watching a movie theater, right? So the whole theater just like went ballistic, and I couldn't hear anything, and I couldn't tell if he won, if Brock Lesnar won. And then Paul Heyman looked shocked, Brock Lesnar looked shocked, like they weren't supposed to win, yo. It was just insane. 3 M5s it took, 3 M5s to knock off Undertaker, and some German suplexes. Brock Lesnar, you know, just saying, I was kind of hoping Taker to win, but like, I was kind of hoping that Brock Lesnar would have done at least a shooting star press to make that his WrestleMania moment. But this is going to be an insane memory that will forever be in your fucking brain now. You are the person that knocked off Undertaker, dog. And then next we had this Vicky Guerrero Divas Invitational. AJ Lee retains. You know, I kind of wish Snuka-Fly's daughter would have taken it, or even one of the Funkadactyls, or Emma. You know, but you know, AJ retaining too. That's pretty cool. And then, yo, the main event was just ballistic. It was everywhere. It was out there. Like, it was so funny because Daniel Bryan just kept popping back in, and he kept popping back in like this, like little thing that'll pop up on the screen. You know, it was funny. Eventually, they tried to stretcher him out because he got Batista Bomb / midair RKO'd through a table, announce table, the Spanish announce table, and he still came off the stretcher, came back and crippler crossface and made Batista tap and won the championship. And there was so much confetti you couldn't even see the man after. Yeah, so that's my WrestleMania review. Honestly, from thinking it was going to be sort of shit because of the 7 matches in a 4-hour card, it was actually one of the best. It was probably the best WrestleMania out of the past like several. So yeah, honestly, man, for the excitement, for the shock value, freaking 4 out of 5. You know, thank you guys for watching. Insanity Family, Troublemaker here. Peace.